Welcome back to an episode of Beyond Two Bridges. My name is Matthew.
And I'm Ryan.
And today we have an exciting guest lined up, Fadi from Nuts for Dates. It was a very riveting conversation.
What an energy he's got.
Yeah, so we're excited to kind of get into that. But before we do that...
You know what I'm nuts for?
What?
Market season.
I don't...
It's market season.
Perfect. That is the marketing pitch of the season.
Yeah, you know what market season means for me?
What does it mean for you?
And when I say market season, like you mean like open air markets and all that
That's
stuff.
right. Yeah, exactly.
You know what that means for me?
What?
I get to go golfing.
Oh, boy.
It's golf season. Yeah, it's golf season.
And do you already have your golf
What are you going to say next? Is my golf tees?
Your golf tees lined up?
I have multiple golf tees, but
yeah.
Do you have your market season?
Market season is getting ready to go. Actually, this has already kicked off one of the biggest markets in our region, the downtown Windsor Farmers Market, every Saturday downtown on Polisher.
Want to hear something crazy?
Mm-hmm.
I may have been to maybe one or two markets in my life.
Okay.
As the president of the Chamber of Commerce, I really should be at more markets.
Yeah, because I mean, it's definitely one of those opportunities where small business can connect with the region. And as a chamber, we should be there at every opportunity we can.
So
that's why I'm there all the time. I'm representing. But again, Downtown Farmers Market has a special place in my heart because that's where I was doing my markets when I had my small business. But there are other ones, and there are other great ones, including one of my favorites as well, LaSalle Night Market.
LaSalle Night Market.
So it's on the last Sunday of the month. And I believe, what does my note say? Starts in May.
Look at that. How do you read that? How do you read that?
This is the way my brain works because I'm working with and for you. We're always with each other. Jumbled up.
You know what my favorite market is? Stroll the Street in Bell River, my hometown. My place where I used to work too.
So you say it's your favorite, and how many times have you been there?
Multiple.
Oh, interesting.
Multiple.
Just 2 markets in your life, but multiple times at Stroll the Streets.
I go to Stroll the Streets, yeah.
Oh, because it's not a...
It's market, but it's also not like a traditional market.
Community event.
Correct.
Okay, well, with that same line of thought, the Drop Down Droulard in Ford City.
That's cool.
That one's a community event.
Fits well with the conversation today, too.
Yeah.
Fadi brings it up.
Absolutely, and it's one of those markets and community events that we go to on an annual basis. It's always in August, and it's fun. It's a party more than anything.
What do you love about markets?
I mean, I like to spend money, first off, so I go there looking to buy things. But honestly,
a good day at the market, you walk out with what?
Definitely
10,000 steps.
10,000 steps for sure, and I definitely put it on the Apple Watch. But a pastry of some sort. Usually we buy something to eat there in the moment, and some sort of produce.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you shop and you go get food, and this is like, it will help feed you throughout the week.
Not necessarily the whole week, but at least like maybe one meal or something like that. Like we'll go for like an intentional reason. Typically, again, it's for some carbs, getting in a sourdough bread or a baked good.
Yeah,
but
because that's the thing now. Breads are back, eh?
Breads
like
are
people
back.
are like,
2026, breads are back.
look at my bread. I feel like it's back in COVID.
That's what they say.
Wasn't COVID a big bread kick?
Yeah, sourdough starters.
Yeah.
I tried it for a minute.
It's back.
It wasn't my thing.
You're always on trend.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Another market that is really important in our community is the Tecumseh Farmers Market, which that one I have here starts in the end of August and it wraps in October. So I believe there's 3 that's on the calendar, but that one is another big one for us.
And I don't know if this is like a market or it's like always a market. Is Sauve's. It's out in the county. It's out in Edge of Lakeshore.
So from my understanding, they do have retail hours, and I think that they're closed right now. They'll open in May of sometime. So hopefully by the time this goes to air, it'll be a couple weeks out. But then they also have like seasonal markets where they bring people in.
How do you make the determination between like a market as in it's always open versus a market that is only open on weekends?
I think it's all about marketing. I don't know. I mean, good joke, right? But I'm not 100% sure other than the fact that there are, reasons to stay open.
Seasonal farmers market
versus
like an actual traditional market or marketplace.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
As a Chamber of Commerce, we should probably know that definition.
Yeah.
We'll do some homework.
Convince me why I should go to more markets.
You, Ryan Donally, should be at more markets because it's a really fun time to get out and enjoy the community as for what it actually offers with the small business community. But also it's a great way to get outside and enjoy what isn't necessarily around all year since we have 4 seasons. This is the prime time, spring, summer, fall, to get out, enjoy the weather that is available to us, and buy some local products.
The bounty of the county.
The bounty of the county.
Yeah. Whoever coined that term first, smart person.
Yeah, definitely trademark that.
Yep, TM.
Or register it.
Whatever. We learned that about, anyways, that's a whole other discussion.
So yeah, I mean, that I wanted to kind of get into the markets. You wanted to get into golf for a little bit. So just another plug, the Chamber's 90th golf tournament.
90th golf tournament in mid-June out in Amherstburg at Point West. I have won this golf tournament before, prior to me being in this position.
Crazy.
So I might have to try to bring together a ringer team and pull it off again.
Well, I feel like that would be a conflict of interest at this point.
If I won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I win, it's whole
Sure not. Matthew is not going to win.
I
Has
win,
anybody golfed
then-
with Matthew before? He's not going to win.
All right.
You just wondered if I had enough tees for the season.
That's right. And I still haven't received the answer, so I feel like you don't know what you're talking about. All
Anyways.
right. That is what our Take 5 today, our 5 for 5. Let's get into our conversation with Fadi, and he will explain how Nuts for Dates is now the new thing in Ford City. Here we go. Fadi Bidawid and his wife Lena launched Nuts for Dates just 2 years ago, inspired by their Iraqi heritage where dates symbolize hospitality and home. Their handcrafted, Ontario-made certified date bites are proudly produced here in Windsor. Since starting, they have expanded into more than 20 local retailers and recently opened their own manufacturing facility in the historic Ford City. Built on community, generosity, and meaningful connections, Nuts for Dates is a true local success story.
Fadiism
Yeah.
is black and white,
Yeah.
and there's gray. Figure out where you live.
I'm in the gray.
Mine.
I'm a gray guy. I have the same watch, by the way.
I live in the gray.
Yeah?
Life.
There's
is
nothing
created-
black and white. How can
Change,
how can
growth, and awesomeness happens in the gray.
change, growth, and awesomeness.
Happens
All
in
right.
the gray.
I like that.
Any change that happens in life is in the gray.
Is it
Nobody
because you're on
changes.
one side or the other, and then you've now
No,
moved
because
back?
black is black. What you play poker? When you're a tight player, you play one hand every 10 hands. You play one time.
Yeah.
You got aces, kings, or ace king. Those are the guys I want to go against. Because then if I have like a low card, I'm raising. I'm hoping he calls me, or if he raises, I'm calling him. And if a little low card hits, he's playing his hand. He's got kings. And every once in a while, you get like a 4-5 or something small on the flop.
So what do you not
That's
do?
when you clean house.
So what do you not do? You love golf, hockey.
That's a great question.
Like what do you?
That is a
What does your
great
day look
question.
like? What's your day look like?
Dude, you don't even want to know.
No, tell me your day. You wake
don't
up in the
wanna
morning
know.
at
Between 4 to 5 o'clock.
okay.
You
First
wanna
thing
know
you
why?
do. I want to know what you do. Yeah.
First thing I do is I reply to my DMs. You know how many DMs I have?
Like on
my
Instagram?
Instagram.
Well, you're a good-looking
Yeah.
man. You never know.
When I started, I walk in.
What a smile you got,
we
too.
do the pop-ups would come by.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh my God, can I follow you?" I'm like, "Yeah, slide into my DMs and let me know." So that was like a running joke for a while.
So you're
But
in your 50s,
I am-
and you know people are sliding into your DMs.
Oh, it's
Your wife feel good about that?
My wife doesn't have access to my Instagram, believe it or not. But it's done by design. I'm really there's a lot. They always say there's some everybody's like crazy or
Okay.
There's some what's the word I want to use? There's some when you're like you're just madness or whatever you want to call it. I can't remember the word, but hard to find words when I want to use them. But more importantly, there's sanity to my madness.
Okay.
Like I'm crazy, but there's a lot of sanity to my madness. One of the main things for me is Lena is so wants to like help. She's such a person that just wants to help everyone.
Lena's your wife.
Lena's my wife.
And business partner.
She's the best. She's the heart and soul of Nuts for Dates. I'm the guy that shows up.
Yeah.
She calls me the rainmaker. It's funny because I kind of just create stuff out of nothing sometimes.
Yeah.
But in life, the gray is where you kind of create, right? And if you screw up, every morning my goal is I look in the mirror and say, go out and make as many mistakes as you can.
Nice.
And
That's what I
that's
try
the
to do
goal.
too, and Matthew fixes them.
You know the goal. You know the second goal is
What's that?
don't make the same freaking mistake twice.
All right, there you
It's
go.
fine.
That's
yeah.
when you do. That's when you have success with mistakes.
So okay, so you wake up at 4:30.
4:30. I usually spend about a couple hours.
Yeah.
I'm
Responding to your DMs.
Airplane mode.
Okay.
No interruptions.
Oh.
And I literally I reply because I get message. You don't understand. Like I have a DM from a lady that her dog was like not feeling well. Like he's no longer with us, and we don't have a dog. Lena and I we don't have kids or a dog. And so she's just felt, and I'm like, oh my God, I felt terrible. Like, I'm so sorry. She's like, you don't understand. And then she'll, like, I have 3 paragraph DMs.
Did the dog love the date treats?
No, the dog is just her dog. But
Oh, so it's just random people that just connect with you.
So when we do pop-ups. If you've ever come to our pop-up.
Yeah, I have not. I'm sure Matthew has.
I have one rule. You come up to my table.
Yeah.
You eat. If you don't eat, don't come to my table. I'm we're Middle Eastern. Like our traditions are, actually dates in Iraq are like almost like the most sincere gift you can give someone. So to give you an example, when we were kids, the president of Iraq at the time, when other presidents would fly in or come to the country, the first thing they gave them were dates. That was like the traditional, like
it's like giving maple syrup here.
Give it, yeah. I mean,
sure.
But like, the nicest thing you can give that is originally your country. And like I said, they were cultivated in Mesopotamia, which is modern day Iraq, which is where I was born in Baghdad. So growing up, that was our flex. How can you mix dates and how can you get them to taste a certain way? Which is why our date bites, like if you eat our peanut date bite, it's dubbed the Nestle drumstick ice cream.
Okay.
It literally tastes like a Nestle drumstick ice cream.
They're delicious.
The magic is all in the dates. Like I always tell people, buy the best nuts you can get and mix them with amazing dates.
Where do you find your dates?
We import all our dates from the Middle East. Majority of them come from Saudi Arabia. That's kind of our secret sauce in a way.
Okay.
There's a mixture. It's a 53-year-old, I would say, mixture because I'm 56. Because I grew up in the kitchen. I was a terrible kid when I was grounded almost all the time.
Yeah.
So I have an older brother and a younger brother. I'm a middle boy. So you can understand, if you heard about the middle boy, that's me. So I was always grounded. So my mother just said, if you're going to be home,
start rolling dates.
So we used to make date cookies. We made a lot of stuff with dates. And over time, over the years, I just always enjoy a date every once in a while.
Nice.
But then I got married.
I'm married too.
No joke. No more dating.
Oh, a date.
He's slowing the wheel.
That's okay. I didn't get it either. No, I didn't.
I knew he wasn't going to get it. I thought
I was
like, wait a minute.
No, I'm not that sure.
No.
Really not that sure.
No, but so literally, like every once in a while, there's over 20 types or maybe close to 30 types of dates that you can eat.
Okay.
Problem is in North America, you only see about maybe 4 to 5 that make it across the border, and they're mainstream Costco and the stuff you see in boxes, the Medjewels and all that stuff, which is great dates, but there's a lot. So we mix dates you probably never even heard of.
I do not.
But
I'm not a big date.
The end result, you don't like to eat dates.
I mean, I've had your product a million times. It's
But
delicious.
you love it.
It's incredible.
So our goal was, whenever I met someone that was anti-dates or didn't like dates, I'd always say, you hate dates. And I hate dates. When we started, I say, okay, would you like to eat them? And they say, I'll try it. I said, one condition. If you like them, you go on camera.
So dates, I think, have like this bad perception that it's like what your grandmother used to eat.
Can I tell you something? I hope I don't offend a lot of people.
No, please offend away.
Square,
it's great for TV.
The date square.
Yeah.
Is like the minute they're date squares. And it's like, I've had date squares. And nothing against date squares. As a matter of fact, there's a lady that made some for us that were incredible.
Okay.
She used phenomenal ingredients. It's a mixture of things. But the date square, if you grew up, most of the people I know that grew up here, whatever that was in the cupboard that your grandma had or somebody, they just threw into it and then add dates. It's a date square. You ate it. And some people, I had a guy at a winery one time, and I had him on camera. And he was having a couple of glasses of wine with his wife. And he said, do you like our dates? He goes, these are phenomenal. These are nothing like my mom's date squares. And I'm like, dude, you're on camera. He goes, it's okay. I'm telling you, these are fantastic. So that was cool. That was, so my goal is anytime I hear someone that hates, when you hate something, it's like, it's tattooed in your head. It's psychological. You can't just.
Yeah. I never had that.
So I just got to try it. And sometimes they have a texture issue with dates. Sometimes it's about a texture. If it's a texture issue, we just move on. We're not for you. We're not for everybody.
Not fixing it. It's like tofu.
No. But you got to understand. You got to understand that's. Yeah.
Not for you. No.
I mean, I also really enjoy the product, and I do have texture issues when I'm eating certain things, like a banana. I'm not a fan of a banana because of the texture, but like at least with
let me guess.
dates,
You probably love our peanut bite.
I like all of them.
You love
no,
all of them.
honestly, the texture doesn't bother me at all. But I can understand why some people might.
Yeah. We have people that they'll just come up and say, "I love your product. You guys are so awesome," and they follow us. They send us inspiring messages. Yeah. Never bought a thing from us. And I just say, "Can I just send you a box?" And she's like, "You would be if you do. I'm just gonna have to send it."
So they love you. They love your wife. It's just the two of you two in the business.
It's just Actually, my wife tells me what to do, and I just do it. That's the success of the. So my wife is the heart and soul of Nuts for Dates. I do pretty much 95% of Nuts for Dates. But my wife controls the 5% that makes any business stay together. She's the glue of the business with her 5%. But if I give my wife free reign, she would want to do 95%.
What would change?
Include her doing more work, and that's what I try not to do.
No.
I want to take it. My wife has she's in the commercial construction industry, has a very incredible job. She loves the people that she works with. The job comes along with the people that she's been working with for many, many years. She's, so what she does at her job is incredible. She fills like 4 roles, if not more, that I know of. That's just what I hear. I try she vents, so I listen. You know how that is.
Oh, yeah.
You got to learn how to listen.
My wife's a nurse. I get the venting.
Oh, yeah. Wait till she gets to 50s. You got to listen a lot more. Learn to listen. And don't fix anything.
Life lessons with
Just
Fadi.
listen. Just listen. That's the only advice I give.
This is like turning into a TED Talk.
Dude, that's, my goal in life is, it's funny. You want to leave. My dad used to always say, my dad was kind of similar to me. I'm similar to my dad, I should say, but you go somewhere and you walk in and you're like that energy that just, if they're not just, hey, what the hell's wrong with you guys?
The lighting is powered by your energy in here, actually.
I think so, yeah.
No, listen.
You're electric.
You leave, you walk into a place and you leave. They're either going to remember you or they're not. And if you're a nice guy, Matt's a fantastic guy. But Matt, I don't see Matthew being very like in your face. And maybe I don't know you that well.
Fair enough.
From what I see, I don't think you are. And versus someone like a crazy guy walked in and just was all over the place. I'll never forget that guy. Chances are I probably will find another nice man or nice person or whatever I'm working with and I forget about Matthew and now I'm dealing with someone else. But if you meet that one person that never, there are customers, our partners that sell our product for us and that have become literally like this. I get pictures. I just had a baby daughter or I had my cousin got married. Here's the photo. And we just literally, I'm like, Lena, look at how this freaking cheeks. I want to eat this girl's cheeks. And she goes, honey, you can't say that. This is like, in this country, you can go to jail. I'm like, no, that's not what I mean though. Like,
they're squeezable, kissable.
Literally, Lena and I have never had kids and it was just something that we just chose not to have kids. Yeah. And we know, like, I see a lot of families with kids. I'm like, man, you should,
I've got 2. They take up a lot of time.
My brother has 2 kids. I have a younger brother that just had a boy. So they're all boys.
Oh yeah, I got 2
So
boys.
you can understand who the favorite uncle is when I'm around. Yeah,
No,
we literally
okay,
we're just pow-powing the whole time. My brother just look at me like, dude, you're terrible. Like, we don't need you. Like, sugar is not included in the house, so you're worse. But life is about leaving any place you find a little bit better than you found it. And Lena does a phenomenal job of that. And she's taught me over the last, been together for like a long time. And the last like 10 years, it's like the little chirps. She's great at, my wife is a nudger. Like Nuts for Dates started because of a nudge from Lena. And then the nudge becomes a chirp. And then the chirp is like, she's like, okay, now I get where she wants me to go with this. All right, we'll give this a try. Yeah. And there haven't been many chirps or nudges from her as great as it was when this came about. And this literally was started in they always ask us, what was your business plan? I said, well, it was a 2.5-hour car ride. We were going up north to celebrate her birthday. And she just said, why don't you just make these things? We had them in the car, we had a couple made for the trip. She goes, why don't you just make these things and just sell them? I said, sell them. I said, I'm not selling anything. I said, we can make them and donate them. She's like, honey, no, you want to have a sustainable business. You can't donate everything. And the first customer or the first partner that we partnered with was Yemeni Corner. Yemeni Corner was not far from where we live. He had just opened. Like literally a month after he opened, I asked, his name is Ahmed, his wife is Ida, and they're just the nicest. If you've ever got to meet them, they're the nicest. They just opened their second location, LaSalle, which is beautiful, but they're literally the nicest couple you'll ever meet. And when I asked him, he's like, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Bring him. And I'm like, this is that's how easy this is. And he's like, well, no, but he just looked at me like the guy at your age, asking to do this.
There's trust.
And he had, the way me and Ahmed met, his grand opening, we went to check the place out. Yeah. His computer system shut down. And you want to talk about he just went nuts. He's a younger guy, so he started panicking. And I just walked up and I said, hey, come here. What's wrong? Calm down. He's like, no, I'm so sorry. I apologize for the wait. I said, calm down. Your computer's down. He's like, yeah. I said, no big. Take a piece of paper, just write, says computer down, cash only. Stick it on your machine. Everybody will oblige. And he's like, no. I said, just do it. So he writes a cat, puts it on the computer. And literally there was a line of people waiting. That line left and he got upset because he thought they left. Well, they went to the cash machine to get cash and came back and the line now was longer. He's just looking at me and goes, holy, like, thanks. And I said, yeah, man, this is no big deal. Like people, if they like you, they're here for you. They're here for the experience.
Yeah.
They'll do whatever it takes to get that experience. So I learned a lot through that. Every day you learn a lot. I tell people a lot of things. If you don't see them happen, they don't come to fruition sometimes.
Right.
So when you see it actually happen and that quickly, I'm like, holy cow, that really worked. That still, you still make somebody feel good or still make a situation feel better after you leave. And him and I still joke about that. So, and they're
Life lessons with Fadi.
Listen, they're our number one of our biggest sellers, and they sell our stuff like through at both of their locations, and they've been fantastic. Like to the point where literally I can send him invoices and he just sends me it. Like it's the trust level is incredible, and that's one of my favorite. A lot of our partners, believe it or not, they have no idea what happens. Like I walk in, I take pictures. Here's what you got. I take pictures. Here's what I left with. Here's the invoice. Boom, and I get and I get paid. So that's the best part of my job is I get to, I'll have
part of the community.
I'll have 3 deliveries. And Lena's like, what'd you do today? I said, I delivered. She goes, yeah, 3 deliveries. I said, yeah. She goes, you're gone for 4.5 hours. I said, well, I mean, you
got to have a coffee, you got to catch a conversation.
Literally, that literally, like when I say like we love, people say, they always tell you what, in business, to have success in business, first thing you need, if it's your business, you better have passion. If you have no passion.
You've got that in spades, sir.
Yeah. What's that?
You've got that in spades.
No, my point is, but passion is, if you don't have passion in starting anything that you're starting, don't bother.
Right.
Because ultimately you might have a quick success. It might be a roller coaster, you see a lot of businesses open, they'll be like instant success. 3 weeks in, they're dead. You can't sustain it, but because there's no passion, it's just doing what they think they need to do to turn a dollar. But within passion, any business, if you don't have community, luck, hard work, a lot of mistakes, and many, many mistakes, and trust, and you're never going to have success. That's how it's worked for me.
Those are the ingredients for you.
Yeah, it's been this. Listen, I'm 4 decades in, like I told you, in automotive. I sold cars for literally 5 months. I hated it. It was a terrible culture. They were being asked to do things.
Yeah.
We were being told to say things and I'm like, this is not a thing for me. So I went to finance school, became a finance manager, ultimately became a finance director. Then I left. I reinvented myself. I actually bought a Harley Davidson. I was going to ride to Alaska.
What's that, midlife crisis?
No, it's actually the owner of the dealership I worked at. They used to ride every Sunday morning.
Okay.
They're all old men. It was hilarious. And I was like,
I think I'm there right now, but I just bought an expensive road bike.
Yeah, listen, I've always been
same but different.
So this is gonna be a long
That's okay.
episode.
Go for it.
So my dad had a motorcycle in Iraq, and it's very rare that you see a lot of motorcycles in the Middle East on TV. In Iraq and Baghdad, there was not very especially when you at a young man. My dad gets married. Now he's got his wife on the back of a motorcycle, and it's a predominantly male. Country, and my mom would get on a bike and they're all like whistling at her because she had her knee. It's like, it was not pretty. But so my mom she hated motorcycles. So when I was living at home, it's like only we had one rule: no motorcycles in the house. Yeah. I actually broke that rule once. I went and bought a bike, rode it home. She's like, you either stay or the bike stays. Not do it both. So I literally went back to the dealership and I begged the guy to take it back because my mom, I was like 20 or 21. My mom won't let me have it. He goes, you legally went into a binding contract. I said, you don't understand. My mom won't let me. I have to go home. I can't take this. He was nice enough. He ended up taking the bike back, but it was the same day. So when you go into a situation where I had a really long run with work. So I said, you know what? These guys want to ride. I want to ride. Let's do something crazy. He said, what do you? I said, let's ride to Alaska. These guys they all buy in. They're like, oh my God, we can make a month long. We'll go in July. We'll cut through the 80. We'll go through California. And I'm like, no, great. Everything's fantastic. I buy the motorcycle. Everything's ready. We start riding with these guys. And then all of a sudden, somebody from the energy industry comes in and starts talking about, which is the last 10 years before I started this. He's like, this is what we do. We work with institutions, blah, blah, blah. We need a person that can, we're out of New York. And I said, man, this is a great opportunity. But I bought this motorcycle. I really want to go to Alaska. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, my wife says, you want to go where? I said, Alaska for a month. She goes, the hell, you're not going to Alaska. This is not happening. Not on my watch. I'm not going to be around if you're going to go to Alaska for a month. So that idea got kiboshed because I didn't want to ruffle any feathers. So long story short, there was an opportunity that popped up with the energy industry. I started as just a normal. All my jobs had been previously in the States because I'm originally from. I'm a U.S. We're American. Lena and I are both dual citizens. Like we can have the choice to live in the States.
I'm glad you choose to live here.
We obviously. Oh yeah. It's and I still have like I said, I used to tell when I worked there. I told people I sleep in Canada because I did everything. Most of my work was in the States. So N4D was another reason for Lena and I to say, you know what, we've been here for so long. Let's contribute. Let's do something for a place that's given us so much. And it's been my home since 2002 officially, but I've been dating Lena. We've been together since like mid 90s. It's been a long time, but coming to Windsor is always like back in the old days, obviously, I saw one of your things, one of the choices. I like the choices. The best part was, this is funny. Lena was like, oh my God, they have the Windsor Ballet out here. On this thing. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I'm going to choose that, by the way. She goes, really? I said, yeah, I think it's a great ballet. So that's, I get to joke. Yeah, I get to joke with her like that.
That's, you show shoes, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I talk a lot.
No, that's okay.
That means I'm in the zone, by the way.
That's good.
And it's great. I think that it's going to definitely resonate. I think what we'll do is we'll take a quick little break right now. We'll come back with our taste of the region, but also we'll get into kind of the way in which Nets for Dates started. I know you kind of touched on it a little bit, but I like to get into kind of Ford City and where you're at now with the community as well.
Love to.
But we only got to 4:30 in the morning when Fadi woke up. Like that's all we got to.
That's all we got to.
This is how we started. We said,
you know how?
Tell me what your day's like, and you said 4:30, and now we're going on a motorcycle trip to Alaska.
You know how privileged you are to be sitting here.
I'm extremely privileged.
On a Monday morning.
Yeah.
Alive and just happy.
That's right.
I can tell you, I had a mother that was on dialysis for 35 years. 3 days a week she was on a machine. And my mom had really rough goes. So at points she was like gone, for a while. But she'd come back and say, "Mom, like I'm so sorry." Like she'd just look at me and say, "What's wrong with you?" I'm okay. There's so many people worse than I am right now. And I'm like, so that she'd always say that. It was consistent. She was consistent with that. So every time something bad happens, I'm like, man, like your cookies don't look good. It's not the end of the world. Or your cake fell. It's like literally I've dropped like many cakes that were supposed to be delivered. I'm like, oops. I once dropped a cake right in front of the door of a delivery. And all the customers looked at me. I said, who wants to eat? Literally. And
all right, we got to go to break. All right.
It's all good. All right, we'll be right back after this quick message.
Yeah, quick message.
Exciting offers all year round with Plantscape Windsor, an affinity partner of the Windsor-Essex Chamber of Commerce. Lena and her team are here to help you transform your space and elevate your workplace. Right now, Chamber members can take advantage of 3 incredible offers. First, enjoy 10% off year-round maintenance services, including commercial, industrial, and institutional snow removal and grass care, with a minimum 1-year contract. Second, bring life and color to your office with a customized tropical plant service featuring a free 3-month trial valued at up to $250 per month. And third, boost morale and well-being with horticultural therapy. This is a unique, hands-on experience designed to reduce stress and inspire creativity. With 1 free trial for up to 15 participants, don't just maintain your space, transform it. From lush greenery to stress-relieving horticultural therapy, Lena and her team at Plantscape Windsor bring life, beauty, and well-being to your workplace. These exclusive chamber member benefits won't last forever. Visit plantscape.ca today and start creating a space where people thrive.
Sorry.
All right, we're back after our quick break with Fadi here. I want to get into kind of one of our really exciting parts about the podcast, which is our Taste of the Local Region. And this one is a little bit different because obviously you are here. So I'm going to allow Ryan to uncloche today.
Excited.
But today we're doing pitted dates. I know. Listen, and we've already talked about
promised.
it.
We had no idea.
We had no idea. But here's the thing.
I like where you bought them from.
We got them from Remark because Remark is
Remark, are you listening? Hint.
It's a fantastic local vendor. But what I wanted to do with you
What do we do?
Is first off, open the package.
I don't know how these work.
So,
easy.
for the people that are only listening, the package is still sealed.
I'll try and become a pro in 2 seconds.
And
there's
here's
a
the
pit
thing.
in these?
Yeah.
These ones are pitted.
Can we blindfold them?
We should.
Watch how good he can be. I say we blindfold you. You'll be such a pro at this. Listen,
we don't
what
have
do I
a
do here?
blindfold. Okay,
Just take one?
Just grab one.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
supposed to
even going to touch them.
Are they-
Watch how easy it is. Take one.
They're pitted as in they have a pit in
They-
them?
One.
They don't have a
take
pit in
one.
it.
Oh, they've already been
pitted.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that
yeah,
means they've
yeah.
taken a pit. But if there was
It's
a pit in
easy.
there,
Yeah.
you pinch right in the middle, squeeze.
Yeah.
You feel the pit, take it right out.
Like a shrimp tail. You know,
Shrimp
you squeeze
tail,
the bottom of
shrimp
shrimp
tail,
tail.
Pass me
you have
one
to
as
hold
well.
and pull.
Okay.
You need 2 hands. It's hard
gotta
to
have
do
one?
with one.
I mean,
You only have like 5 or 6, but
do you love dates or is this?
I just look at me. I love
Here's the
everything.
thing. So
I love everything.
we're gonna taste them because it's all good. You can have an. Oh, I already put
do it.
mine.
Cheers.
You ate yours and I threw mine in my mouth. I'll grab another one.
Yeah.
Why I wanted to do dates, obviously nuts for dates. Cheers. But I want
Everyone
to,
should be nuts for dates.
I want to understand like what's the perfect type of date for nuts for dates or in general. Like you said, you have a mix of a couple different.
I'm not going to tell you what
That's okay.
our favorite mixes because everyone gets to eat them. But most North Americans know the Medjool date, which is literally the big, not these.
Right.
They're like really big, almost size of about like a golf ball.
I had those in my hands. I didn't know which one to grab.
Yeah, they're just, it's like they originate from Morocco, like North Africans. That's where they originated. They're everywhere now. And so that's what most people gravitate to when they buy it. Like if they want to do a date, a really cool date, like mix some nuts with dates at home, they want to be fancy or extra, they'll go out buy the Medjools and they cut them in half. They get all these recipes. You should do the chocolate. I said, well, there's no, we're about natural. So the minute you start adding stuff to them, that just makes them.
Do you want to hear something crazy? That's the first time in my life I've had a date by itself.
How'd it taste?
Delicious. I love the texture.
Think about this being used as sugar. We have a cheesecake that's sweetened using only dates. It's our
delicious.
nut and date cheesecake, which tastes like, and I've had this, I say this at pop-ups all the time. It tastes like a carrot cake, a cinnamon roll, and an English sticky toffee cake, all mixed into one.
It's incredible. Like the texture, it's sweeter than I thought it would be. Like I didn't
Anytime
know.
you open a date, and you see the white fibers.
Yeah.
You want to check freshness? See these guys right here?
Yeah.
If these guys are always got to be white, the minute if they're not white, try not to eif that.
Probably not
You're
eat
gonna
that
have an older date bite. But yeah, it's the first thing. If you're gonna eat a date, a fresh date, always open it. If there's a pit, you literally squeeze. You'll feel a pit. Take it out, but look inside and make sure these guys are always light colored. If this is dark, don't eat.
You're gonna be sick.
Bunt.
So dates grow on trees?
Palm tree.
Palm tree.
There's a date palm tree.
Date palm tree.
Actually, I played a golf course in Florida last Christmas, and they actually had a date palm tree because there's palm trees everywhere down there.
Did you manage to hit it?
I'm not that bad.
You're pretty good. We should play one time.
I shot high
You've got
70s.
4 hole-in-ones.
I shot high 70s for a while.
Okay.
But
Me too,
I've
9 holes.
consistently. No. My lowest score ever was a 74. 7 lakes.
Okay.
I have 2 hole-in-ones. I play 7 lakes a lot.
Okay.
We play there about 3
love to
times a
play.
week. Yeah, dude. We have a league. Play whenever you want league. It's very like nothing with me is very like intense or structured.
I think there's a lot of things that are intense.
Competitive.
Maybe not structured.
Yeah. Oh no, there's structure. Like I said, there's sanity in my madness. There's a lot of structure, but you just have to understand it.
Yeah.
He would have a hard. Matt would have a hard time.
Matt's
Listen,
learning how to
it's
golf.
crazy. Well, yeah.
Because Matt, I can tell you, is like structured.
No, but here's the thing: is that like when I'm outside of work, like I'm exactly like you. Like I do.
No,
have,
but I only know you from work. That's the
100%. Yeah, no, and that's. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just
It's
this.
a problem because
this is the
I should
facade.
know. That's why I like the relationship. part of this.
Absolutely, and this
Get
is
to
what
know
we're
everybody.
trying to do.
Yeah, we're there.
But here,
We gotta
listen,
hit the dates.
Lena is going to be upset if we don't talk about more nuts for dates. So I do want to get into it.
knows what to do.
As of yesterday, and I know when we're releasing this, it's going to be a couple weeks out. But as of yesterday, you guys have been in Fort City now for a year with your space, right?
You like that? You're
Listen,
watching
I'm
our-
watching the socials.
I love that.
He's a pro.
So you have
I'm eating
now, please continue to eat. You've been in there for a year. How did that journey start? How did you decide that Fort City makes sense for you?
When we started after about our second week in business, sounds funny, but we were just making date bites. And then somebody said, you need to start selling these. Like get a box, become a business. I tried it. Our first place was at Anchor Coffee.
Yep.
She asked us to do a pop-up. I had no clue what pop-up. I actually got in a car. I Googled pop-up. I'm like, I'm going to sell these things? Like literally sit by myself. So I text Lena, I said, I guess I'm going to sell again. So we did a pop-up. We sold on 2 hours. It was a 4-hour pop-up. So I was like, this is successful. So this went on, and after 2 weeks, we were in 6 locations. Everybody's selling. We had a 4-pack at the time, a 6-pack. We didn't know what the heck was going on. We were just doing whatever we thought we needed to do. And then 2 months in, we had, I think, 12 locations that were selling our products. So we needed a place we obviously started renting a kitchen. We were using the kitchen of a business that's been around for a while, and she's fantastic. She was great. The best part about her was actually literally trusting someone to come into her kitchen and use it when she had no idea who we were. But we had a little bit, when I first met her, by the way, we were like, I thought she was
Oil
the
and
biggest.
water.
Oh, I literally texted Lena. I have a text from, well, I still have the text. Like this lady is the biggest, like,
Yeah, let's not drop that. Yeah.
she was literally that. And then he's like, it's okay, honey. I'm like, no, I'm fine. But I don't deal with people like this. So then literally now we're best friends. Like I said, when I get photos of like family photos, the kids. It's beautiful. It's become a beautiful relationship. But I use her kitchen. And you can understand, we started making cheesecakes, and everything we make is gluten-free. So my biggest fear every time we would make a product is like, what if someone that has a serious gluten allergy gets a hold of something or something touches by accident? So I would freak out. I would go in there before we start making product in the kitchen. I'd literally scrub, like I have videos like cleaning the stuff. That's my favorite part about the whole process.
Cleaning.
Make sure everything's perfect.
Okay.
And then you work. And then when you're done, I would leave. When I would leave, it was always, he'd give us, thank you so much. The place looks incredible. I said, great. But that was in the back of my mind, I always worried, like, what if there was gluten? What if something, it was in that kitchen so it was a big thing for us that we wanted our own place.
Sure.
And then we started, okay, well, what's going to tie into a location for our product? We're a very unique product. We're not for everyone. We're very not, a lot of people don't know what dates are. They've never had a date. In
what
general.
date, you've heard of a date.
Yeah.
You've had date squares. You've never actually had
Date Square has given us a bad rap with some people, but it's also given us identity with some people. So they get to try them, and then they say, this is nothing like my mother's Date Square. But which is, by the way, I've had phenomenal Date Squares. I still do. Some people send them. People send me some all the time. They bake them, they bring them to our shop. But so we said, okay, let's find a spot. I really wanted, and I got Lena on the mindset of the Windsor address. We wanted something in Windsor. We were a Windsor business. I've lived in Windsor. We had so many opportunities to be outside of Windsor, the LaSalle's. And then we thought, okay, well, we have many places that are selling our products. So we don't want to go open up a place down the street from somebody that's been a business partner of ours. All our partners are partners. I call them partners. We treat them with partners. Whenever they need help, we help, vice versa. And the ones that don't do that, we've actually pulled our store. Like we were at over 30 locations. We're down. I scaled it down because we pulled our product from people that we didn't align with as far as personalities. And that's it's one of the coolest things about. They always ask me, what's the coolest thing you've done in business? I walked in, took my products, said, I love you. You'll never see me here again until you change, because this is not how we do business. And I walk. So people think I'm crazy, but it's why it's why we do this. It's a community thing. Yeah. It's done for the right reason. So we went to the Drop Down Drouillard last year. And it was funny because Meg from Iris and Marty was there. And Lena, and we love Meg, obviously. Lena was buying her stuff before we started doing this. And she was turned.
For anyone who doesn't know, she is a jewelry maker.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Meg. Well, Meg Iris and Marty is a jewelry maker in Windsor. She has the name of her business is her grandparents, her grandmother, and I think it's two grandmothers, but
she's really sweet. A model for them?
Yes, I was. If you need to get into
Matthew's a model.
I'm a model. I know Iris and Marty very well, but some people might.
So literally, we went to see her that night, and it was like bad weather, and we're like, nobody's going to be there. This was like, you hear about Drouillard. Everything I ever heard about Drouillard was not very friendly, because Drouillard was given a bad rap for many years. So we said, heck with it, let's just go. So we parked the car right at the Gino complex.
We walk
down, we see the cookie bar. Oh, this is the cookie bar. I've heard so much about this place. Never seen it. And it was packed. Like the whole street was packed. This is during where there was like raining.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, like where the hell all these people come from? There was nothing there. I mean, there's a lot there, but there were just like all walks of life. And when I tell you all walks of life, like we saw friends that were like, my buddy's a doctor, him and his wife were there. And we saw a guy that works at the golf course at Seven Lakes, him and his buddy, young kids, his buddy was on a skateboard. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is like,
it's an incredible community.
If you wanted like perfection, in my eyes, where inclusivity, just like fun. And almost like anything goes. It's funny, Mike DeFazio is on the street. And I guess he was one of the original guys and Mike, if you know Mike DeFazio, like I love his energy. I love Mike's energy. I get inspired by him. But moral of the story is we got in the car. I'm like, can you imagine if we brought Nuts for Dates here? Because there was literally a little flavor of everything. There's a barbecue, Sawyer's barbecue. There's a coffee place. There is a, and now there's everything. And now they're opening. There's a place opening next to us that's going to be a South African food. There's also a cafe opening across the street from us. But the moral of the story is, it's literally like a box of just a bunch of different flavors. There's no consistency, but everything just jives. And I just looked at it and I said, man, that'd be great. You know, can you imagine that? This street would be fantastic. And then we just left. And Lena and I throw a lot of stuff out. We've been so blessed that we get so much of it that comes back like tenfold. Literally, like 2 weeks after we leave, someone that works with Lena has a friend who's a realtor. This realtor has a property he just bought in Fort City, and he wants to, which is the place we go look at. We walk in, and Lena's like, well, I don't know how this happened, but this place is good. It's not even, he hasn't listed it yet. So I'm going to drive down the street, look at it. And if you ever go to our facility, the downstairs has like a 5'10" wall, like half of it is 5'10".
Okay.
So I'm 6'1". So I'm like, yeah, this is nice, but we can't do this. But then you walk in and there's this beautiful wall. Like it's just like
we should go there soon. I haven't been in the shop.
Yeah. If you ever, just
maybe later today
when you want to come.
Are you back in the shop?
I'll go back there. Come on
out.
by. We have some people coming to do some stuff for us tomorrow. They're going to do a shoot and stuff. So it's cool. Everybody loves our store when they come in.
Modeling.
Listen, I'll model
this
everything.
Guy is
I mean, this is important to know as well, because when you got possession of this space, you had to do everything from the top.
So
to
this
the bottom,
place
right?
was kind of like he had kind of, our landlord, I'm going to give him a great plug because Jeremy is absolutely great. He's fantastic. He's young. Another reason why I like young people, because they're ambitious. Mm-hmm. They understand, they want to grow, and I want to help him in any way I can. He's been fantastic as a landlord, and I think we've been great as tenants. But we walked into a place, there was a lot of work. And again, Lena, all of a sudden, I just wanted a place to work. I wanted to have, my favorite metal is stainless steel. Just so you know, everything was supposed to be stainless steel. And Lena was like, this is such a charming wall. I would hate to have this just be a place to make product. Why don't we make a place where it can be inclusive, where we can have like open it for like special events and do like a Valentine's or Easter. And we don't have to have a store full time, but I'm against retail. I don't want to be in a place all the time, as you can tell.
Your energy is all over the place.
Yeah, I like to be around. I like to go around. I like to go to many places. So moral of the story is we decided, okay, you know what, Lena, run with it. And so at that point, we decided we want someone to help us with a vision that we had. And Lena had she's very into the timeless looks and things of that nature. You don't want to ask me how my styling is, but Lena took charge. We hooked up with Mr. Style, and they're a group of like 4 or 5 people that work for David, and nicest people ever. Again, relationship based.
Yeah.
They dropped the ball once or twice, but my God, the way they came back and just rectified it. And I always say in life, everyone gets a chance to screw up, but what you do after you screw up determines what kind of a person you are, what kind of company you are. And they like literally took charge, and we're their biggest fans now. We love him. We love the whole group, the people that work for him. So they delivered a fantastic product, and then Lena just took the next level, and she created our upstairs, which is people come in and say, "Oh my God, this is beautiful," and I just look at her and say, You haven't seen downstairs yet. Like that's my beautiful, my beautiful area, the stainless steel part. Yeah. So that's how we got to Fort City, and we did try opening for Christmas for a month of December. We had an incredible turnout. It was fantastic, but in reality, it's literally Lena and I, and we've had Rachel, who is one of our favorite fans. She's number 400. Rachel Haddad is our number 400. She was our 400th follower. So I know a lot of people by their numbers. Yeah. It's funny because her mom was supposed to be 400. She knew what was going on. I told her mom, I said, you really want to follow us? It's a pretty cool gig. So her mom became 401. So she's now dubbed the Highway 401.
Okay.
So she's 400 and 401. But Rachel Haddad she was we had an open house in October, and she actually worked she was like taking care of the customers and took care of church. But the hardest part about Rachel was nobody wants payment. They all want to work for us, but they don't want to get paid.
Wow.
It's not sustainable. So we can't, So as people say, it's a beautiful problem to have, but I love it because it just signifies that we're doing something right.
Do you like the size of where Nuts for Dates is, or do you envision scale one day?
It's funny. So we wanted to, like any normal business, you walk into and you want to scale. And then we actually, within our last year, was supposed to be a year for us. 2025 was supposed to be years for us to kind of test the waters, see if we can grow, go outside of Windsor for a little bit and see how things work out. So we applied for the One of a Kind show, which is one of the biggest shows of the One of a Kind.
Yeah.
We also applied for the Art in the Park the same week.
Yeah.
We got denied. The only place we've been denied was Art in the Park.
Come on.
They denied us. And
well, we know people at Art in the Park, so we'll get them. We'll get you in there this year.
Email because their email, you can tape this. It said we're not original. And I'm like, okay, well, but anyway, so we were kind of down. I'm like, oh my God, they said no. We didn't know what it feels like to say no because we just at that point we're so unique and everybody loves our product and whatever we chose, we wanted to go there for the right reasons. We were just everywhere, like we were at specific locations for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And then literally a week later, we get an email from One of a Kind. It said, "Would you be able to send us samples?" I said, "Absolutely." I said, "How many people on your committee?" She says, "We have 7." So I sent them 15 boxes. I sent them literally 2 for each person. So 4 days later, I get an email, "You've been accepted." And I'm like,
Well, we gave away your product at when we had the Ontario Chamber of Commerce AGM.
Yeah.
And it was resounding success.
that was literally,
was
I
one of
remember
our
working on this
big
because
projects.
Matthew called me. He's like, "Hey, listen, I have a budget." I said, "Matthew," and it was like literally, I think 2 weeks or a week before.
Yeah.
I said, and we don't make anything that is like, if it doesn't look pretty, we won't. Like, if you notice, every product we sell has a ribbon.
Oh, no, it's gorgeous.
And
packaging.
I've always said, I said this when we first started, there's a ribbon on our product because this is Lena and I's way of saying thank you. We hand wrap every single box. If you buy any of our boxes, you'll see whether it's the white 6-pack, our new box, and those little single bites. I was like, oh my God, what do I do?
Well, because that was the issue is that like you provided some pricing of, you're like, here's our 4-pack, here's our 6-pack. And I was like, well, it's going in like a swag bag. So I just need a single bite for these individuals. And I needed like 250 of
500.
Yeah, something like that. I knew it was a lot, but so
500 through those hands.
Yeah. So
But that was the easiest part. The hardest part was putting each one of those bites in that little special container that we got. Then we ordered special stickers that actually said AGM, if you remember, it was the Windsor Chamber AGM.
No, it was special.
And I told him, I said, we will never deliver anything unless we think it looks great.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you a product unless it thinks. And he, like I said, he had a budget. I said, don't worry about your budget. We're going to make this work. So we made it work.
Yeah.
And he was happy, which is ultimately, remember he was really happy. And we just we got a lot of feedback saying, oh, I had one of my friends they gave me that was handed down to some
And that's
people.
folks from all around Ontario.
I love that. We get, we do online. I know you touched on that. We do a little bit of online business, but since One of a Kind, we do a lot of online business. Every time we do a post, like people will say, why aren't you posting more about online? I said, because every time we do a post online, I have to make, I have to make more date bites. So we want to focus on the Windsor-Essex area more. And not saying we don't want any outside GTA business. We'd love it. We're actually looking to grow outside of Windsor. We're talking to a couple local markets. One of them you bought dates from, but they also have another location, another town.
They do?
Yeah, they're in London.
what I want to know, and again, this is to help you grow and get more people to see what you're doing. Where can people find you online?
Oh, our website is www.nutsfordates.ca. Our Instagram handle is nuts@nuts.fordates. And obviously everything is on our website. Instagram is the best place because everything is kind of there. Our website is very user-friendly. You can literally just walk in. You can customize a box. We have single flavor jars. We have an actual jar that holds 7 bites. A boxer gave us the idea for the 7 bites because he used to eat them before he worked out for the energy. And then he loved the fiber that kicked in afterwards. So we literally call it our...
So I've just been hammering
our
these.
one a day. Oh, you're going to love us.
You got the
I'm gonna
daily
have a tough
supply of
afternoon.
fiber.
Oh,
It's perfect.
Yeah. So we have a date bite. Each one of our bites has more than 2.5 times of your fiber intake for like half of your fiber for the day. So if you have one of those in the morning with coffee or tea, you're going to love us.
So I'm going to be using these before I go to the gym every morning now.
Listen, our one a day, we call it the one a day jar. There's 7 bites, one day of the week. And I always tell people by Wednesday of that week, you're going to become a regular customer. So just so you know. But that's, again, all our products that we sell are DMs that come to me.
Yeah.
Why don't you do this? Because we started with a 4-pack because that's nuts 4 dates was 4 packs. Our logo and our nuts 4, our little tree, that's actually a 4. People always say, "Oh my God, that's a 4." I'm like, yeah, that's a 4. It's in our logo. I don't think the logo is on there. That just has our name.
This is just the name.
Our logo is it's a palm tree with a peanut, an almond, and a pistachio. It's our four bites that we started with. So that's how it started. And then we became a 6-pack because somebody wanted coconut. This is a great argument because she emailed me. She said, can you make a coconut? I said, well, coconut's not a nut. Sorry, not going to jive. She goes, and she said, well, dates are not a nut either. They're a fruit. And so is coconut. Like, what do you say to that? I looked at Lena and I said, well, holy hell, like I got to be nice to this. She's right. I said, you know what? You're right. We got to do coconut. So then we had a 6-pack. So we needed one more. So we tested a bunch of flavors at the time, which was cashew and I think it was cashew something and an almond.
Okay.
And the almond just killed it.
What's your favorite?
Honestly, I start from the top. From the top. That's my favorite. But I like
whatever.
Personally,
you just personally
like
it.
I said, there's a bite in there that we just started making not too long ago, which is a sesame seed and cardamom bite. That we're working on something with someone else to make a product using that date bite. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be a cool sneak.
How do you find your flavors? Like, does it go back to like
that
culture?
That bite I just described to you is home.
Home. Tastes like home.
Trying to find like the perfect scenario. So that we used to make a date cookie.
Okay.
My mom and I made a date cookie, and the date cookie was obviously like dough and butter and again, open the pantry, whatever was there, make it. And then we used dates and cardamom and sesame as a garnish. So when we were starting out, like, you were to go into business, we're going to make a cardamom and sesame date bite and sell it. It's like, nobody's going to buy that stuff. Nobody knows what dates are, let alone cardamom and sesame. So after 2 years of doing what we were doing, and every time I would go somewhere, I was like, man, I really like this whole business started because of this bite. So we need to have this bite we need to start making it. And then it's my favorite bite. So if you saw my favorite, I have it with everything because it's the mixture we use for that bite. It's literally, if you like fudge, it's literally, if you try that, if you like cardamom, yeah. So you're like me, I like that. But so cardamom and sesame is my favorite because we just started making it. It's always been my favorite. I grew up to that bite.
That's amazing.
So all the other ones that you see are just bites that I think everyone will message us. Like pecan has been a huge, Rachel, number 400, our pecan, she's our pecan.
I just started following, so I wonder what number I am.
You're probably going to be, we're at 4,200 and you just follow today?
Just right now.
4281.
4281.
Yeah.
It's my lucky number. It's my PIN code.
I'll never remember that number.
No, it's okay.
So
It's okay.
It's funny because it's very close to an old phone number I used to have. But yeah.
I feel like that's one of the hockey numbers I've worn. When you're a bad hockey player, you just get assigned random numbers.
So you know what my hockey number was?
What's that?
So I was born in 1969.
There you go.
So
you're that guy.
I'm that guy. Yeah. But it was there for a reason.
You're that guy.
A lot of fights were had, fun fights. And that number started a lot.
We got to do a couple things, Fadi. We always ask a couple questions. What makes, we've talked about it the whole time. What's your secret sauce? What makes Nuts for Dates work? What makes you work?
I say this, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's passion. If you don't have passion in anything that you do, I cook at home and the food looks incredible. Lena loves it when I cook because it looks fantastic. It's made with love. Every single one of these bites they look exactly the same, no matter what box you make, where you buy them, they always stays the same. The consistency is the same because it's passion. But along with passion, to have any success in anything you want to move forward with or go into business with, you need community. You need hard work. You need a good circle around you that believes in your product. But more importantly, you need just one person to believe in you. If you have one person that can believe in you, you can be whatever the heck you want to do whatever you want, as long as that person's got your back. Because you can believe in yourself all you want. You're going to go home one day, look in the mirror, and say, "What the hell am I doing? Like, I can't go to this location. These guys will never buy my stuff." And then that little ear will go and say, "Are you stupid? Like, this is noise." You ever heard of, noise? You ever heard about the noise and the whole, so I don't touch noise. Lena handles the noise. I'm literally focused. I'm on the daily, I do all the daily tasks. Lena handles the noise. She's great at it. We've been very great at staying out of each other's way.
That's good.
And I do it. I try to keep her away as much as possible because she just wants to do so much. anything that's beautiful, looks pretty, I have zero to do with that.
That's me too.
It's literally, literally, it's all Lena. Like Lena will say, I think we should do this. And of course, my favorite line is, okay. Like, what about you? What do you think? I'm like, I said, okay. Like, I don't understand. If I say no, then you argue. I don't want to argue. We end up doing what you always want anyway. So let's just do it.
I mean,
so
it's important, right? I think what you guys do together, it makes the business run smoothly.
We respect, it's funny. We've known each other. Like I said, Lena was a kid when I met her, and I was a kid at that point as well too. But we've always had that respect. It's a respect, like you have respect for somebody, whether it's your partner, and we're just lucky that we ended up getting married, and like we're friends. Like it's funny, like in the reel, if you saw the reel yesterday, we halfway through it, we wanted to kill each other at some point because she was so focused on the upstairs. I said, I can give a rat's, what about, I care, we need to make product. Like I can't be idle. We need to make product. I can't keep going to a kitchen, taking all my stuff there and coming back. But she got it. Like, and I know how to obviously speak her language, and she's being a completely different person. We're complete opposites. Like anything I love, she's not into nature. She's not into golf. She doesn't do sports. I took her to Top Golf one time. We were in Texas.
Yeah.
I have her on tape. She tried to hit a pitching wedge, and she held the club backwards.
I feel like your wife and my wife and you and I are pretty similar animals.
So, but here's what did you laugh at your wife because she was holding the pitching wedge?
She would never pick up a golf club nor try to swing it.
I got her to do it.
I love you, Rachel.
I laughed. And that was the wrong thing to do because she never touched another club again. And her point is, if you think that, Lena has a way of getting her point across without very little to do from her end because I love that about her. I want to be, they always say, who do you want to be like? I want to be like my wife in so many ways. And it's so hard, but you know what?
You're picking up some serious points right now.
I got goals.
Yeah,
no, man, listen, my wife makes tea times for me.
Really?
She knows the weather is nice during the summer. And you know what? She hates when I golf because I'm away. We love being together, but she hates when I go away because I'm gone, The 7 hour, it's 7 hours, honey. Right? It's 7 hours.
It's a 7 hour round.
And you need an hour to go ahead.
Sometimes it's
practice.
slow when it's 10.
Yeah. And if there's a bad group ahead of you,
You never know.
It's another 10. Yeah.
Listen, Fadi, I think you have two new fans with us. We do have one last question I want to get in the podcast.
Work.
I know, I'm so sorry. But listen, where Nuts for Dates is going, we can see that it's going to have longevity. But Windsor-Essex as a whole, what we're asking all of our guests is, where do you see Windsor-Essex going? Year 2040 from now, do you see it growing for small business in a way that will help you, or is it something about a different aspect of it? What's the beast?
Your question is where
do you see
Nuts
us?
for Dates?
No, it could be Nuts for Dates or Windsor-Essex as a whole. Where do you see us as a region going?
Well, I can tell you from just the recent 2.5 years that we've been involved with the Windsor as a region, because I was sleeping here for many, many years. Yeah. I was, I shoot across the border and which a lot of people do still. But since we started Nuts for Dates, I think Windsor as a community, I've seen growth with the people that I think in my eyes that should grow. Then I see a lot of people that are trying to grow, but again, they're missing probably like two of the most important things, but they still want to grow, which I love. But if they're open for feedback, sometimes you talk to them. But so the people that need to grow, they're doing. I think everyone in Windsor, obviously, even the automotive sector, which has been a little iffy lately with all the drama across the border. But I think anyone that's in Windsor, like us for Nuts for Dates, if they have the passion and the right work ethic and the right focus and plan of what they want to do moving forward, I think Windsor is a phenomenal place for it. You have so much access. You literally can, if you need to go, you can jump across the border. You're close to like a metropolitan area where they're 2 hours away from London, which is not as big, but you're 3.5 hours away from Toronto, which is literally like the New York of the US. So we have access to so many things. To ask you one of the coolest things, I thought we would touch on this real quickly, but my favorite part of being a Windsor, in Canada in general, people are just kind. They're really kind.
They are.
It's like,
and you're one of them.
Yeah. Some people will tell you that's not true, but but I literally, our motto, we at one point we run Nuts for Dates we're powered by kindness. Like if we don't sell, we have places we don't sell at because the people were not kind. And if they're not kind at the top, that's just, that just kind of goes downhill. So, but Canadians are kind. So people ask me why we don't do business in the States. And I said, well, I've done that before. It's not it's
not
not
the
very
same.
fun. It's not very fun. My previous life, actually, the Boston Red Sox were my client one time in the energy industry. Not fun. Not fun to deal with those guys. They don't never paid. Never just you're chasing. You sign an account, then you're chasing.
That's
Try to
tough.
get paid. Yeah, it's terrible. Here, I drop off delivery. By the time you get in your car, they're like, I'm like, honey, they paid. Like this is not normal. It was not normal to me. I was not I wasn't ready for this. So now I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
That's how you. So to me, when someone shows me gratitude and trust, I go back tenfold. So it's like you was just like, what can I do to help you? Or, So that's kind of been great. And so I hope that answers your question.
I think it does.
I think if you have a good support system, or if you have one person to believe in you, Windsor is fantastic. But I think you can do it anywhere that you're allowed to do it or have the means to do what you want to do. Life's short. You know, they say when the time is what's the right time. It's always now. Let me tell you, I just told you my sciatica pain. It's like I'm thinking, man, am I going to be able to play 2 rounds in one day? Because I got a golf trip. We do that.
You can do it.
Well,
A little bit of
they
liquid
got good
courage.
meds. One of my friends, a
Swing
doctor.
lube?
One of my friends, a doctor, so he's got the best meds for me. But moral of the story is, I honestly, the older I start to get, the more and more I like to speak to younger people, and I give them little Fadiisms or little like things to help. And there's a couple. I'm a hugger. My wife and I are both huggers. But there's a girl that when I hug this girl, she's in Kingsville. She has a small business, and I love this girl to pieces. When I hug this girl, I literally get like 3 weeks worth of energy from this girl. Like every sponge needs water, and everybody thinks I'm the energy. Well, I need energy sometimes. But this girl, when I get a hug from this girl, it's phenomenal. And that's one of my favorite things about doing this. I know who to go to for things that I need sometimes that nobody else can offer, but she's fantastic. And this girl's had like a rough go, but she just smiles, laughs, and goes on her day and figures out how to do it. That's like talent to me. That's a lot of people don't have that talent. So it's a struggle for them, but
Fadi,
I hope I answered your
you
question.
did. Absolutely. And we need more people like you in our region. And
likewise. Likewise.
Thank you.
We appreciate
even
everything.
him, the
Chris,
guy behind the scenes,
running
he's
the
cool.
show.
He stopped at it. He stopped recording.
No, not at all. But Fadi, honestly, thank you so much for being here today. I think
God,
that's a
of course.
perfect way to wrap it up. Hopefully, you got what you needed out of this as well, which is, a great opportunity to showcase some
dates.
great
There you go.
pitted dates. That's where it's at, right?
No, or at least Remark. You guys are supporting Remark. Can you imagine if Nuts for Dates was there?
Could you
Listen,
imagine?
hint.
Could you imagine? All right, Fadi, thank you so much. We
course.
appreciate it.
Of course.
Again, that is how we bridged our small business world as well as entrepreneurship and innovation to business here in Windsor-Essex. Fadi, thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Pleasure. This is awesome. I loved it.